Show you guys that YK the Truth is a gatekeeper.
Peace, it's your brother YK the Truth. And I got one of Young Pseudo's former followers on my tail. Now, this person is claiming that your brother YK is a gatekeeper for the Jesuits because I make videos about African history. So I'm a Jesuit and I work for the Jews. So check this out. This is not a debate. You know what John Henry Clark said, I only debate my equals. This is an educational video. I'm teaching you, okay? So you know who you are, who made this video. So consider this an education, okay? Here it goes.
Show you guys that YK the Truth is a gatekeeper. And yes, he loves to call people who are actually free thinkers, conspiracy theorists. When that's from the truth. Those who are free thinkers think for themselves and come up with their own theories or
Okay, now let's pause that. Just because somebody is a so-called free thinker, does it mean that what you're thinking is a fact? Right? I can think all day that there's pink unicorns. That's really real. I'm a free thinker. This is my thought. This is my own free thought. And it goes against what is a fact. Does that mean that I'm a free thinker? Does that mean that what I'm saying is real? So let's keep going.
their own conclusions of things. They take the information, think on it, and come up with their own conclusions of what's going on.
Now, just because you come up with your own conclusions, it doesn't mean that what you're saying is a fact. When I say conspiracy theory, I mean a person who spurs out garbage without any information to back it up. All right? They just say things without any proof to the things that they claiming. Okay? You can say some people believe that the earth is flat, but there's no proof that the earth is flat. Do you know how you know that it's just a conspiracy theorist, a conspiracy theory? Are you ready? And I know I'm going to get a lot of dislikes just for the people who still believe the earth is flat. Anybody that's constantly asking you questions like, well, if the earth is flat, how come this? And if you're asking questions, that simply means you don't know shit. Okay? If you got to keep asking questions, like by you asking a question that proves that what you're saying is a fact, that's a conspiracy theory. So a person who believes in conspiracy theories lack the evidence to back up what they are saying. That's all I'm saying. There's no proof. It's just a belief. Now, let's keep going.
When you said that you got $12,000 from Young Pharaoh, I knew that was a lie. Honestly, if you got anything from Young Pharaoh, I thought it would be like, if anything, 1,200.
Now, if you thought that was a lie, right? Why would you still think that I got anything from him? And if you thought it was a lie, why in that same video I said he didn't pay me anything? Do you see how conspiracy theories are created? Do you see how a person's belief and then you spread something and then people can actually start believing it? Well, why did he take Young Pharaoh videos down? They must be working together. Well, I didn't take those videos down because a Young Pharaoh paid me, because he didn't pay me anything. So why did you come to my channel telling me that young Pharaoh paid you $1,200. So obviously you believed something. And that goes back to me saying that I want to show y'all how conspiracy theories are passed on. And guess what? You believed it. You know you did. Keep it 100. You believed it.
$1,000,
You
two hundred
believed it.
dollars, not no 12,000. Anybody who,
See? You believed it.
yeah, logically think would have known that was a lie from the jump.
You would have thought it was a lie, but you believed that he gave me $1,200. But you could believe that he gave me $1,200, even though he just got over $100,000 probably by now, just to sue YouTube. But you think he can't afford to give me $12,000? So you believed it. Let's keep going.
But yeah, you're a liar.
How am I a liar when I said in the same video that he didn't give me anything? Now, if I would have said it and then uploaded another video saying that, you know, he didn't give me, I said it in the same exact video. And then I explained my reason behind saying it. And little did y'all prove me right. You proved me right. You know how you proved me right? Because how many people came in that video, didn't watch the whole video, but was saying I was a sellout? Let's keep going, man.
And yeah, I mean, for obvious reasons, nobody paid attention to your other videos because they wasn't interested.
Now look, A Brief History got 31,000 views, right? Aboriginals got 2.4 thousand views. I had other videos that I've deleted that had thousands of views that wasn't talking about young Pharaoh. It's not that the people is not interested. It's that the people are more interested in gossip than information, in pedophilia, in Jeffrey Epstein, in reptilians, in all this bullshit that takes you away from having responsibility over your own fucking life. Conspiracy theories is for those who don't have control over themselves, so they make up excuses. Go to Young Pharaoh's channel, Jeffrey Epstein and pedophilia. Where are the solutions? So don't come to my channel talking about some bullshit. They not interested. Let's keep going. I'm not banging on a sister. I'm just letting y'all know this pseudo stuff gotta stop. Let's keep going.
Resting at all, no creativity.
No creativity.
You're spewing fucking history that comes from the Jesuit.
See, I'm spurring history that comes from the Jesuit. Right? Now watch this. Watch how I check her real quick.
Lies that comes from the Jesuits who write.
Now you look, that's spooky. This is spooky behavior. This is spooky. Now I'm a gatekeeper. This is spooky. But watch what I do. Watch what I do. So she's saying that the information comes from the Jesuits. I'm gonna show y'all the problem. I'm gonna show y'all the #1 problem, and on part in my light, because I'm not at my house. I'm not at my room where I got a good lighting. So part of that. But I'm gonna show y'all the #1 problem in the so-called conscious community, just in the world generally. So let's go.
The history books in the American school system. Who created the who created the education
get it right,
system?
Because you don't even you don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Now y'all see this article, right? Let her finish.
America. What's the origins of the education and mandatory schooling in America? Prior to the late 1800s, education was a private practice that took place in private institutions or through homeschooling. That all changed in 1902 when John D. Rockefeller created the General Education Board in conjunction with Frederick T. Gates. Frederick T. Gates was a close friend in business, which this is Bill Gates' great grandfather or something.
Now that's not true at all. He's no great. He's not related to Bill Gates at all. We have Bill Gates genealogy. All right. I don't play. This is why young pseudo don't want to come. Now this is Bill Gates ancestry. Okay. And it's done by Williams Adams Roswishner. Right. Now this is his genealogy. Great grandparents. Great grandparents. Right. Great grandparents. Do you see the person she misses? What she said his name was? Frederick T. Gates. He's nowhere to be found because he's not related to Bill Gates. He's not related to Bill Gates. Now look at this article right here. Let me blow this up real quick. All right. This article is from corecougars.com. Now, see, the main problem with what's going on today in the world is that our people lack information literacy. See, when you go to college, that course is mandatory. What is information literacy? It teaches you how to research information, how to evaluate information. And a lot of young pseudo followers don't know how to evaluate information. Now, in this video today, I'm going to teach you how to evaluate information. All right. Now here it goes. Now look at this. It says this is how you evaluate information. Now check this out. Are his or her credentials listed? Okay. Though, do you see anything about the person who wrote this article? You don't even know who wrote this article. A Joe Blow could have wrote this article. But yet you're using this article to debunk the things that I say about the education system, because you think that just because a person funds something, that means that they can change the curriculum. That's pseudo. Have you ever heard of charity? Let's go. Let's keep going. All right. Is the author qualified? Is there contact information, such as an email address, somewhere on the page? Who is the intended audience? Is it scholarly audience or experts? Is it general public or novices? If not stated, what do you think is the purpose of the site? What's the purpose? What is the purpose of this corecougars.com? Weebly. It's not reliable, right? Are they to inform or teach, explain or enlighten, persuade? Let's see if they are trying to persuade you. Okay, is it bias? Remember, if you are using the internet for research, it is especially important to evaluate the accuracy and authority of the information you find there. Authority, credibility, that's what we talked about. Accuracy, verifiability. Is it bias? Let's see if her site is biased. Right? Now it says right here. Let's read it. It says, the General Education Board was responsible for funding the American public school system and provided over $100 million in 1902, while continuing their support beyond 1902. If we follow the money, see, you gotta look at language like that, because that's information to persuade you. If we, who is we? You. Persuade. Anytime somebody speak like that, they trying to persuade you. If we follow the money, the General Education Board was responsible for the creation of the American public system. Does education not play a role in manipulating the consciousness of human beings? This is bias. Remember what I told you when I say conspiracy? This is how you know something is a conspiracy theory. They ask questions. That means they lack the information. Does education not? That's a question. That's a question. So get that out of here. Your first source has been denied. It's not a reliable source. Let's go. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I don't play with this. Let's keep.
Yeah. This is definitely Bill Gates' relative right here.
No, it's
Frederick
not.
T. Gates was a close friend and business and personal advisor
Look,
to
you don't know what you're
Rockefeller.
reading.
And you guys who are asking, who's John D. Rockefeller? Well, John D. Rockefeller is this sick motherfucker right here. This sick
Now look at the language.
looking evil funded other Jews to
She's
write our
trying to
history, which I'm
persuade
just going
you.
to show you who are the exact Jews who wrote our history right now. Hold up. Three most dangerous.
Now let me pause this, man. This is sad. I don't even plan on going any further, but I will, cuz right now I really don't have shit to do. All right? You cannot make a video exposing somebody using images off Facebook. You cannot use images off Facebook.
Men, cultural, ancestral identity, Melville Harvostis, or whatever. I can't say
Yeah.
that. Melville created the genealogical.
And I'm sorry, like I don't mean to come and attack the sister like that. But it's like you can't call me a gatekeeper because of your own ignorance. You say that Melville created the genocidal lies of American Negroes coming from African slaves only changing their cultural identity. But you don't show any information to prove your statement is accurate. You don't prove it, you just make a statement. Prove it. Because I can prove to you that there are books that validate that we come from Africa and an African slave trade actually happened prior to these men. Okay? Try the African adventurer, slave voyage. That book was written in the 1800s. Way before this dude right here made his books. We have stories, we have slave narratives of their stories of coming from Africa on a slave ship and being slaves in America. So we have books before these men. You picked 3 dudes and said, these are the dudes. These are the guys who created it. It's not true. It's a lie. You need more. You need more.
Genocidal.
Listen, people, this is not research. This is not research. This is how free thinkers research. This is not how real scholars research. You don't go to Facebook for your damn information.
Genocidal lie of, Melville created the genocidal TV shows.
Oh my God.
Go back here.
What else?
Well, knowing that.
What else she claiming? Now, she claims that
This.
she claims that the outer Africa theory is just a theory, which means she doesn't know the difference between a scientific theory and a theory. So I'm going to help her. All right, I'm gonna help her know the difference between a theory and a scientific theory, okay? Here we go. All right. What is a scientific theory? Because I'm tired of people saying things like, man, that's just a theory. The out of Africa is just a theory. It's not, it's just a theory. It didn't happen, it's just a theory. Well, you don't know the difference between a scientific theory and a theory. So what is a scientific theory? A scientific theory is accepted as a scientific truth. All right? It's accepted as a scientific truth, supported by evidence collected by many scientists. This is why when you said, but so many, we can't find who created
or something like that. It's, yeah.
we can't find who created the theory. You know why you can't find who created the theory? Because many people created it. Different information, different evidence created it. So one person cannot lay claim to it.
The out of Africa theory for a reason, because it's still a fucking theory. Haven't been proven. And you RBG motherfuckers are, you know, regurgitating this bullshit without even looking into what Lucy the primate.
See? You don't know evolution. You can't listen, you can't say things like evolution is a theory if you and not even know what a scientific theory is. You got to step your game up. Y'all got to step y'all research up before you try to attack people who have been doing this research for years, for decades. I've been doing this for over a decade and pushing. I'm almost pushing 18 years doing this.
Lucy looked like. Okay, you want to link yourself to Lucy. Okay, this is the first quote unquote humanoid, they say. Okay, that sprung out of.
Right, and we evolve. Evolve. It's called evolution.
Neanderthal DNA at that. Every
Now
human
listen.
don't have.
Now listen.
Y'all want to claim every human comes from this, but every human don't have monkey DNA or fucking Neanderthal DNA at that. So yeah, I'm not gonna deny there are monkey people on this.
Now listen. Let me share something with you, right? Okay? Humans share over 90% of their DNA with their primate cousins, chimpanzees, monkeys. We share over. Now, you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Let's look at my scholar. Let's look at my information. Let's evaluate my information. Okay? Is the name of the author created on the page? Right? Let's go back. Let me see. Now the source. What is the source? American Society of Human Genetics. All right? What are the credentials? Doctor, right? Let me see. You see that? Where's that? Who's the authority? Are they credible? Right? What are their credentials? Doctor. So you know they had to go to school, right? Is the author qualified? Yes, the author is qualified. So you can see that you see how this looks like a real source compared to, look at this. This has citations. Now look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. There's no sources. Where are the sources? What is this? This is unacceptable. Shake my head. Let's keep going.
Great regurgitating, on enough monkey purposes or DNA is fake. We know the creators of the people who bring this to us told us that we should not take in the information 100% and we should only use this for entertainment purposes only.
Now, you claim this is why I say that you need to evaluate the credentials. Now, let's see where she got that from, and where most of these conspiracy theories get that from, where they say that well, it's for entertainment purposes only. Here's the article. Science alert. And this is what it says. Come on, man. Y'all cannot play with me. I'm not to be played with. I don't just expose people, man. Now, it says, at the end of the day, these genetic testing kits are for entertainment. They should not be used to access health risks in any meaningful way. Okay? Let's see. First of all, let's see what tests were they even talking about first. All right? 23andMe. We talking about African ancestry. They have the largest database for genetics, okay, with Africans. Dr. Rick Kittles. All right? But let's go down and let's see who wrote this article. All right? Let's see who wrote this article. Remember what I told you, right? You got to know information literacy, right? Are his or her credentials listed? Is the author qualified? Let's see if this author is qualified. I'm teaching you information literacy right now. This costs money. All right? Let's click the author. Look at him. Michael Mackley, Jr., Fellow, McEthan Institute. Now let's check. Medical student. He was a medical student. He is not qualified. Do you see? Junior Fellow of McEthan Institute for Public Policy. Okay? This is where y'all get that from.
Or something like that.
That's where you get it from. So I call that checkmate. First of all, you don't even know how to do proper research, but you're a free thinker. And this is why people like young Pharaoh can come and manipulate the people, because all they want to hear is bad news. All they want to hear is conspiracy, Alex Jones, reptilians, because that's easy. That's easy. It's hard to do real research. Where we at?
To create all of us.
So that's pretty much the whole video. She did a 22-minute video, and she only provided these pseudo-ass sites. A Facebook image, this website. And I should take these people serious, but I'm a gatekeeper. You're all right. I am the gatekeeper. I'm the gatekeeper for that real information, and y'all need to tune in and stop being taught that bullshit. Facts. It's your brother YK the Truth. I'm not no gatekeeper. We come from Africa, and only a fool would deny this history. It's really a slap in the face to your ancestors. It really is. Just so you can lay claim to some pseudo-ass aboriginals who go to Dane Calloway's channel. He can't even make any videos with any real sources. Any real sources. There are none. Now that you know how to research, how to do proper methodology, research methodology, information literacy, hopefully this can help. So it's your brother YK the Truth, and I'm out. Peace.